How's it going, everybody? This Seer here, and I can guess how you're doing. You've probably seen a lot of videos come out about the future of character release events. The game as we know it is changed. This has been going on pretty much all of 2024. The change to legendary events with Old Man Logan, the 2 Dark Dimensions a year now, but they're at least being generous with the Dark Dimension 8 with those purple ISOs. We had those stat changes starting with Ares and the Annihilators. The game is definitely different than it was when the game came out. So I'm calling this actually Marvel Strike Force 2.0. That's kind of how I am approaching this. When Philosopher played the game, we had the Great Reset, as he coined it. This is basically another version of that. It's redoing the foundation of the game, and the core structure of the game is what they're going for. I tried recording this a few times last night. I work third shift, and I wanted to get my thoughts out on this while I was being more well rested. We had a call yesterday, the envoys with the devs, and they basically laid everything out for us as far as how this was going to happen, what's going on a little bit. We were pushing back on this, saying this is not going to be received well. And I imagine right now, it already isn't being received well. So I wanted to approach this video differently. I'm going to give you my take on how I'm planning to approach the game, because the game is changing and humans don't like change. Anytime something changes, it starts to kind of freak people out. The brains aren't wired to really adjust to change. So we need to figure out how we're going to be approaching this. So we're going to go through this blog. I'm going to give my takes. We're going to talk about the call a little bit. And then I'm going to talk about how I'm approaching the game differently. The future of character release events. Unlocking new characters. During the 6-year history of Marvel Strike Force, we've released non-legendary mythic characters in a number of different ways. Event campaigns, Blitz, web milestones, Scourges, and most recently month-long events. We're always trying to find fun and engaging new ways for our players to get the newest characters, while also making sure no matter your playstyle, you can obtain the characters you want. Some of these methods have come successful than others, and we thank the community for making the voices heard, with invaluable feedback over the years as we've iterated. This is a very powerful statement. Make your voice heard, everybody. They're not going to be changing what's going on. This is happening. It's live in game. It's been going on since Hang Pim. But you can at least make your voice heard and be constructive. Be respectful in your comments about it. Go on Reddit, go on Discord, comment on the YouTube. Go in the Discord itself, the Marvel Strike Force player voice. Get your voice heard. On my Discord channel, have it in the description below. I have a channel dedicated to reporting things to the devs. If you can be respectful and be constructive, give constructive feedback on it. So you know what? I really like these stat changes that's came to the game. These characters feel so much more powerful. And I'm very excited about Battle World. However, I don't think I'm going to be able to last. We need more power course. That way we can actually unlock these characters. Say something like that. If you can try to adjust in your comments saying, I'm open-minded, I want to give this a shot. We need more power course, and we need to know which characters are going to be farmable, which ones are not going to be farmable, what the release cadence is. We need to know that information so we can adjust to it. Something like that they would be open to. So I just want to give you that heads up. What does all this mean? We're updating our character release method for traditional characters, not mythic, not epic, not legendary. Our core goal is to ensure that you unlock new characters in an engaging way through daily play. We believe our new approach will achieve that. You will be able to earn new characters through engagement by earning meaningful rewards for playing every day. Rest assured, anyone on day 1 has a chance to get the new characters. There will be multiple ways to unlock a character throughout the month, primarily engagement. We are also committed to our character release cadence of getting characters to 7 stars in 6 months. This was something I brought up in the call. I want to make sure they were keeping this to where we can expect the farmable in 4 months and 7 stars in 6 months. This is not changing. This is set in stone. All right, so there's going to be 2 phases, phase 1 and phase 2. Phase 1 has 2 new characters, as you have seen from our most recent blog post regarding the Orcus team. We're calling our release format a Path to event. Path to events are phase 1 of the character release, where all players are encouraged to initially unlock a new character by engaging with the game throughout the entire week. They don't want people logging in, unlocking a character, then logging out, then come back 7 days later. They want daily engaged players. That's partially why I'm thinking they adjusted the Cosmic Crucible to Sunday through Tuesday. Then we have War 3 days of the weekdays. So my guess would be Battle World would be the following days. That would be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's my assumption on why they adjusted that. That way they have daily engagement for something major to do every single day. They just need to balance that with the screen time is going to be my thing. You can consider this a release event for new characters. However, this may not come in a shape of the milestone you're familiar with. Each Path to releases a character you obtain through daily engagement in various game modes and occasionally some surprises. Players earn new character shards from these throughout phase 1, which will add up to unlocking the new characters during phase 1 or phase 2. We want phase 1 to feel like you're continually making progress towards unlocking the new characters. So the issue I have with this is the data they're using as the sample size is Hank Pym for the Illuminati. Well, you had to get Black Panther Shuri and Hank Pym to 5 yellow to get Captain Britain. Otherwise, if you spent all that money, you had to go in for a nickel, go in for a pound, whatever that saying is. You had to fully commit to get that Captain Britain unlocked. Then they came out with the Annihilators. This is an arena team. Historically, they have been very good in every single game mode. So anytime we, as a player base, see arena team, everybody goes hard on them. I definitely did. Then you're going to factor in, these are legendary unlock teams. We don't know who the legendary character is, but people still went at it because Old Man Logan was game changing. When the Black Cat, Nova, Green Goblin Classic came out, they were game changing. So I don't like the data that they were using. Also, they need to factor in how many power cores people spent to get these characters unlocked. I reached out to my Discord channel. I reached out to my alliance and asked, did you unlock any of these characters without spending any money? The numbers were fairly high. I think it was like maybe a 8-to-1 ratio for my Discord, where, yeah, about 8-to-1, 7-to-1 for the ratio. The alliance, if you didn't spend money, pretty much everybody unlocked it. And the way they did that was through power cores. So I did a follow-up. Did you spend power cores or did you get the shard unlock through the team orbs that we had in game? About 3/4 of the people said they had to use power cores to get those unlocked. So I don't like this. Their data is definitely skewed. I want to see what this looks like when it gets to the phase 2 portion. How many more people didn't get the unlocked? The have-nots for Gladiator and the Annihilators is night and day. It was for Captain Britain as well. So people definitely felt the FOMO to where they had to do this. We have the Orcus team out right now, and I'm betting that the numbers are going to drop. I think it's still going to be fairly high because it's a raid team and they're going to feel the pressure from their alliance that I need to unlock these Orcus team. I need to unlock the Night Stalkers team. But I think the data is going to go down mainly because those aren't legendary unlock teams. They might try to get a few more because of the FOMO of this blog, but overall I think it's going to be going down. All right, let's continue. Phase 2, power-up opportunities. Phase 2 is composed of various power-up moments. These opportunities may overlap with Phase 1 or follow the conclusion of Phase 1 path to unlocking a character. Shards for the characters of the new team will still be made available in other ways, whether through events, a battle pass, strike pass, a milestone, etc. Details will vary, so keep an eye out on the official blogs for info. Phase 2 is a great way to finish unlocking a character or powering up one further, basically getting additional stars to it. Okay, so this right here is the most important part of the blog. Additional character accessibility. In addition to the Phase 1 and Phase 2 efforts, will ensure at least one character within 30 days after the character initial launch will be made even more accessible through engagement. This is basically saying after 30 days, one of those 3 characters on a team will actually get the character event. So this is where it's going to be changing on how I approach this game. Doing the 50 core refreshes for energy is no longer a thing. Doing it for the ISO campaign, no longer a thing. The only time I'll be doing that is if there's an event going on for the Alliance. Otherwise, I'm going to start stockpiling my campaign energy. I'm going to start stockpiling my ISO campaign energy. I'm going to do the bare minimum on those, basically to hit the milestones, if that. And when it gets to where the path 2 portion of the blog comes out that it says right here, we needed to have it say Sentinel will be the event character. Omega Sentinel and Nimrod will not. That way the community can at least plan for this and use those power cores on those characters. There's no sense in using the power cores on the character that's going to be getting the event, because by the time the other characters come out, or whatever the cadence is, we're going to get more shards for them anyways. The 2 characters left behind where they're not getting the event, those are the ones that you want to spend power cores on. So that's the main thing I want the community to kind of get out of this. Save your power cores, use it for the 2 characters that's not getting the event is basically the new route to go for this. Looking ahead, we'll be monitoring Path 2 events closely throughout the Orcus release and beyond. Our team will also be trying new methods of releasing character shards along the way. We will endeavor to provide details and information on the upcoming release as always via the official blog. And thank you for your continued passion and support. So as I said, this is Marvel Strike Force 2.0. The character release method is flipped up on its head. I don't like the data that they were using for this. They're really trying to push people into being these spenders. They want people to have more value in game for the money that they spent. If we do the math on this, the Battle Pass and Strike Pass is the best value you can get in this game. That's $80 a month. The characters, if you do the $50 release characters for those 100 shards, that's another $150. So we're looking at $230 plus tax. They want everybody to be in that market. They're really trying to push those quote unquote light spenders or battle pass spenders into the next tier up. I don't think having it go this way, where you're trying to force it as opposed to make it more enjoyable, because they want those meaningful rewards for playing every day. If you can make the game fun, you can make the game exciting, people will be excited to actually give you their money. Doing it through FOMO in this, I don't think is going to be sustainable in the long term. Is the game dying? Is the game dead? No, it's not. I'm a brand new YouTube channel. I just hit 1,200 subs, and the community that we're building around this channel is fantastic. I know Dorky Dad and Mobile Gamer said their numbers have been going up. The new player experience that they were experimenting with the A/B testing, that new player experience is fantastic. The catch-up mechanics is fantastic, to where when Old Man Logan came out, people were able to get him within 30 days. That is amazing. That's very exciting. This is targeting the spenders and trying to get them to spend more if you're a Battle Pass spender. I know Rage Gaming, he's free to play. He always min-maxes. He's going to have a very interesting take on this. I'm sure it's going to be the same thing that I mentioned. Save your power cores, only use it on characters from now on. That's where your value is going to be at. Try to get to the top 200, 500 of Arena. If you can make it to where you're getting a constant daily influx of, say, 200 through Arena, then you do your dailies. That's almost 300 power cores a day. That's 2,100 power cores a week that you can get. In a 1 month time frame, that's going to be about 8,000 power cores. You can spend that on these characters. Just do the partial unlock if you're in that bucket, get them to about the halfway mark, and then organically, when those team orbs come out, you can unlock them that way. That's how I'm going to be approaching this from now on. And hopefully you guys are okay with this. Well, not okay with this, but the biggest currency that you can give this game is going to be your time. You're never going to be able to get your time back. You can always make more money. You can always find other games. But the time you put into this game, you cannot get back. That is the most valuable currency that you can give Scopely. If Marvel Strike Force 2.0 is basically not the game that you were playing and you're okay with walking away, definitely do that. I don't want you to feel pressured into playing this game. You can stay in touch with your alliance. You can stay in touch with your friends in this game still. We still have people that was in my alliance that retired. They still stay engaged with us. So just be mindful, be respectful in your comments on this. And remember, time is your most important currency. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, have a wonderful rest of the day, everybody.